Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your timeless messages from Spirit, your angels, guides, higher self, and any other beings of light who are helping you at this moment. I'm going to do some oracle cards, and these are timeless messages, so whenever you see this message is when you're supposed to get it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the content I create, so it'll allow you to see more videos when they're posted. Taurus. Alright. We've got Jewel Within a Teardrop, appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection. So, I feel like there was a death for some reason. I feel like there was which I'm very sorry if that's the case. I feel like there was a death. And this could be a physical death of someone you know and love, or just someone you know. It can also be a death of a relationship that you had. And it's just appreciating what that relationship offered. The knowledge you gained, the lessons you learned, and how it made you change and grow as a person. Because I see spiritual and emotional reconnection. Next we have trust there is a divine plan. So your spirit team wants you to know that whatever you went through it for a reason, and there is a divine plan at work here. Next we have resilience. Burn away the past. So it's okay. That's not saying forget necessarily, because I mean we can't really forget the past, but release yourself from the effect that the past has on you right now, because it couldn't have been any different. There's nothing you could have done to change it. Burn away the past is like allow yourself to be reborn. Spiritual and emotional reconnection. Maybe you were disconnected in the past and you made some bad decisions. That happens. We're humans. We're here to learn. We're here to grow. And unfortunately, we're here to make mistakes. I mean, we're not perfect. The crumbling, which is kind of like this deck's version of the Tower card. What are you clinging on to? That's definitely some truth that you've got to get to the heart of. What are you clinging on to? Is it a false notion of who you're trying to be for a set of people? Your family, your friends, or loved ones? A loved one specifically? And maybe you feel like that's falling apart, like you're not that person anymore, and that's scary. This death could be the death of you, the death of who you were, and you feel like you just feel uncomfortable with that, and you're like, oh, who is this new person? I don't recognize him or her, you know? So we see denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with insight of awareness. Which, honestly, your spirit team wants you to know that means you're growing. That means you're growing. And it's okay to be scared. Especially as you go through things, different situations that create these tower moments for you. Whether or not you cause them or you feel like you could have done something to stop them, everything happens for you, for your growth, for your ascension, for your evolution. Trust that there is a divine plan. So we have Knight of Swords, Tower card. I'm so not surprised to see that. And the Moon. The Knight of Swords is like something that happened so quick that you didn't have a chance to do anything about it. You felt like the circumstance was out of your control. And that could have been something happening to you, or just your involvement in the situation, and you just felt like your control was completely taken away. That could have been words spoken as well. but you just felt completely helpless in the situation, and it caused a tower moment for you, internal or external. It kind of caused your brain to go a little nuts, like, who is this person I am now? You know, it really caused you to look at yourself, which we have the moon card here, and the moon is about bringing things to the surface, which again is your spirit team telling you that's you trying to heal. That is you literally healing. So we have the 7 of discs, the 8 of cups, and the 5 of swords. The 7 of discs is like so discs are pentacles. It's like your sense of stability was all of a sudden up in the air. Like you weren't sure if it was as stable as you thought. Like there was a situation that happened, and then it caused you to question how stable your your ability to earn was. And I mean, it could be with a career, but honestly, what I get is it made you feel not as financially stable as you thought you were. It made you ask those questions. And then we have the 8 of cups, which is walking away. So this tower moment forced you to do some walking away. That could be from a relationship or a career or just a complete way of being. It forced you to do an about face and really look at yourself. Because we still have, what are you clinging on to? It really did make you look at what you're doing, the decisions you're making. We have the 5 of swords. The 5 of swords again is things, it's communication, but it's things like things I would say that are being said in your subconscious because it came under the moon. And it's like, how do I get out of this? There's kind of like a feeling of helplessness, you know? And it's not, and it's something that you really don't want to deal with right now. It's something that you just don't feel like dealing with. But your spirit team is saying, burn away the past. You can't let the past define who you are forever. There is a divine plan. Just trust that. So, are you clinging on to this situation in the past that you feel like now dictates who you are going to be in the present / future? Because if that's the case, then you're doing yourself a disservice. We have denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with insight of awareness. So they want me to point that out again. Free yourself. Someone else got this. It's time to take back control of your life. You can't live in victimhood because of something that happened in the past. You have to reclaim your life and start making active decisions. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. And you have to get back in that mindset to reclaim your power. So we have appreciation. Appreciate the lessons. Appreciate everything you've been through, you know, because it wouldn't have woken you up, which is scary. It's not fun. Sometimes it makes you feel like a child, you know. And then we have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So this is literally what could be waiting right around the corner if you haven't already met this person. Maybe this tower moment happened to separate you from someone who wasn't encouraging your highest good. And that's what your spirit team wants you to know. Everything was lined up for a reason. You got it. They're saying, in a way, you got complacent. You got complacent. But it's time to take back control of your life. You do have the power to do that. And then we have patience. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. Patience is one of the hardest things. It's one of the easiest things to talk about, but one of the hardest things to actually do. So, trusting in the fact that there's a divine plan. Trust that there's a divine plan. Taking a moment to just sit in appreciation and spiritually and emotionally reconnect. And I get that's really with yourself, because maybe you've had a lot happening in your life recently and it's just thrown everything out of whack. You literally got 2 Tower cards back to back, and resilience is burning away the past. You're not your past person. You're not the past. Each day is new. This Tower card is asking you, what are you clinging on to? What are you clinging on to that you can release, that is coming up for healing? That's why things come up, is so they can be healed. And then denial, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Absolutely. And know that that true love is on the way. And that could be the true love of yourself. Knowing that you're a complete person all by yourself. Knowing that you're not lacking in any way. We're all here to learn. And your spirit team wants you to know they're just a call away. You literally just have to start talking to them, and they're right there with you. So I hope you gain value from this, Taurus. And just remember that your spirit team is always by your side. And I'll see you next time.